locked in now. Alright, how's it going, everyone? Hope you all are doing well on this cloudy, murky Wednesday afternoon. We are locked in for a low-end severe weather chance this afternoon here in southern Wisconsin. It's a really kind of marginal day, obviously, by the fact we're under a marginal risk. But we got Mike the Storm Chaser in here, and we got Mr. Chicken Zero. How's it going, guys? Glad to see you guys in here today. And we're just kind of making our way towards our target storm. We have a little cell firing near Monroe that has my attention. It has a special weather statement for 50-mile-per-hour winds, and I believe they mentioned the possibility of maybe a sneaky little funnel cloud or two trying to come out of that thing. So I'm making my way that way, and we also have a couple little cells firing behind it, just kind of seeing what they do. It's the game plan for today. It's entirely possible that we walk away from this chase with nothing, which is what I kind of expect. But it's also possible we might get a little surprise, maybe a little baby thunderstorm goes up here, some type of mini supercell thingy. So we'll see what we get. See what we get for today. I just got Monroe plugged into my GPS, so I'm just kind of working my way down that direction. Seems like every time I chase, it's Monroe. It's always Monroe. I'm in that town quite often. We got Logan in here from Western Kenosha. We got Honey666 of Rat. Glad y'all are on the stream today. Not really expecting a huge severe weather day. Just kind of a local run around and see if we get lucky type of chase, but glad y'all are tuning in. Was watching Reed's stream and they banned you for talking about the TIV. That's funny. That's really, really funny. I didn't realize they were so picky about TIV conversation in the Reed Timmer chat. Glad to have you guys in the stream today. Let's see. I think anything could come this way. There's a couple little, very small storms popping up on the Wisconsin-Iowa border right now that I kind of got my eye on. I don't know if they're really going to do anything, but the models have been consistent of some little thunderstorms working their way throughout this evening, kind of early tonight. So I'm just kind of heading down there just so if anything does happen, I'm in the spot. And even if nothing happens, it's an easy drive home. It's not like we're doing a 4-hour long haul to central Illinois today. I would have loved to go down to southern Illinois for the high risk down there, but I got other obligations early tomorrow morning that I have to tend to, so I'm just not able to make that trip this time. But once summer rolls around and school is over and I have more free time, it's going to be just chasing. That's my plan. Yeah, it is a bummer we didn't get much, or from the Storm Chaser perspective, yes, it is a bummer that we didn't get much sunshine to destabilize things. We have a decent bit of clearing out west that kind of got going earlier in the day, and that area of unstable air is working its way in, but it would have been nice if those morning storms weren't as potent, because that's the big thing, is that the morning round of thunderstorms was much more potent than expected, and also we had some other kind of lingering rain showers behind it that filled in that area where we were hoping for clearing, so that all just kind of dampened any instability that we could have built up throughout the day. I'm gonna move over to the right lane here, so I'm not left lane camping these guys. But yeah, that's kind of what happened with all the instability today. if we're really going to get much out of these little storms out there, but worth heading out to just kind of take a look. I mean, they're right in the backyard. On radar, they look okay for what it is. I mean, could be worse. Definitely could be better. But there's some little interesting radar signatures on it that are worth checking out. Looks like this April, the early half of April is going to be fairly quiet for severe weather, which will be nice. Just for weather in general in the Midwest, March has been really, really busy. So I think after we get through this week, things kind of quiet down a lot is what the models are showing. So we've had tons of rain out here in Wisconsin the past few days, and it looks like that trend is going to continue throughout this weekend. Several rounds of severe storms, so it's just been a busy start to the season here. Looks like, thankfully, today is more of a lesser risk day. Kind of a nice, more relaxing chase compared to when we were in Illinois last time. Our last chase in Illinois, it was fun, don't get me wrong, but storms were moving 50 miles per hour through towns, which made it difficult to keep up. We had to transition between storms several times, so it was really, we hopped from storm to storm to storm just a bunch. I think today is going to be more of a day where we just kind of pick a road and just kind of cruise with it. I check out the storms no matter how slim the chance. Thank you, I appreciate it. I mean, in Wisconsin, we don't really get a whole lot of big storms. I'd say maybe 2 or 3 times a year we have the big days where we get some other chase groups up here and it looks like it's going to be a slam dunk forecast, but generally it's just kind of watching the forecast and really trusting your instinct. I mean, the SPC nails it a lot of the times, but sometimes there are sneaky days where things just kind of happen that kind of seem out of the blue. Not saying that that's going to happen today, but that's just how it goes with Wisconsin storm chasing. You have the big severe weather days where everyone's here chasing, and then you don't really have a whole lot of tornadoes. And then some random general thunderstorm day is going to produce a photogenic tube in the middle of some random field out here. That's why I kind of like to hit everything, every setup. Because, I mean, if you're not chasing everything, you're just going to miss when interesting stuff does happen. And also, it's just fun. I always enjoy the road trips. Getting out there, cruising along. Even if there's no storms, there's always something interesting to see. Get around the semi here. Windy out today too. We've had this storm system has just been ripping. I mean, we have a really deep area of low pressure over northwest Iowa. It's kind of just sucking in tons of air. So it's super, super windy, like everywhere. Does the Mississippi River suck the gas out of the storms? From what I've seen, not really. I know Lake Michigan can do that with the lake breeze in the summer times in the morning. What happens is with Lake Michigan, because it's such a big body of water, as the atmosphere cools in the evening and late afternoon, it's much easier for that cold air around Lake Michigan to progress outwards inland. So what happens is during the summer times, it'll be super hot during the day, and then in the morning, or then in the afternoon, the temperature will suddenly drop because that lake breeze has moved in. And that lake breeze generally is cool, stable air that undercuts thunderstorms. So I don't think that really happens with the Mississippi River. I think it's just too small of a body of water. But I haven't really looked into it. It's definitely something that on paper seems like something that might happen, but I am not totally buying it. It would be something interesting to look into, though. I heard the exposure can help with anxiety. That's how it was for me when I was super little. I was terrified of thunderstorms. And over time, that fear kind of turned into how do these things work? What is going on up there? Why does this happen? And that understanding for me helped me get over my fear when I was little, because I was like, oh, now that I have this deeper understanding of what everything means when there's a storm rolling in. Minor connection bug there. Don't know what that was about, but we're good now. Alright, should be up and working now. Alright, there we go. We're back. Minor connection issue. That happens. Especially when you're driving at highway speeds. Not always going to hold a stable internet connection. Might help if I turn the boost on. I don't think my boost is turned on. But Starlink's working. Data has been pretty awful. Yeah, I've been having cell issues too the past few chases. It helps that I have Starlink, so that when cell isn't working, that kind of fills the data holes, but there's only so much Starlink can do. To try to get this thing. The line that's kind of moving northeast. I'm worried that if we're just going straight west, we're just gonna not miss. Love to go up and kind of move down the line. That might be the play. We might make a brief adjustment to our GPS here. We might head up towards Sun Prairie, just so we can kind of pick our way down the line instead of just going straight west towards it. Not too far away. We can make quick course correction. I'm gonna head northwest a little bit, head towards the top of the line, and then just kind of work our way down. Curious why they still have that special weather statement on that southern bit. GPS, gotta lock in here. Just gotta see where I'm going. Pull up chat again in just a second. Okay. Got it. Milton in here. Sun's starting to peek out. Yes, it is. The sun is starting to poke through the clouds a bit in some parts of Wisconsin, mainly to the west. Not where we are, as you can see. Very gray, overcast, cloudy. Logan says, thinking about it. Yeah, I know a lot of people that suffer from a similar thing with storm anxiety, and what helps them is seeing the storms. People react better to the storms when they can see it because they have a better understanding of what's happening. You know, the radar app on your phone, it's a nice tool to have, but it can only tell you so much. When you're actually seeing it, that can help a bit. That's why I know a lot of people with storm anxiety enjoy the live streams because they can see it. That's one of the reasons why I live stream, just to give people that peace of mind. Be like, oh, this isn't really anything I need to be too concerned about, because they can see the storm with their own eyes. They can see what it's doing. Down south are really going off. Already had I believe there was a tornado reported near the St. Louis area. Fortunately for me, can't make it down there this time, but some point in the future. Just didn't line up for this chase where I have the more so where I can get back in time for the other obligations that I have tomorrow. But I am very excited for how this storm season is going to go for me, because I feel like I'm finally in a good spot where I can kind of make this work a bit more. Or more so, like, I have the means where I can get out there and chase farther more often without it being such a burn, mostly a burn on the wallet, because it is, as fun as storm chasing is, it is a pricey hobby. But I feel like now I'm at a point where I can kind of justify that a bit more, so I can get out on those longer trips more often for you guys, like we did in Illinois a few weeks ago. A nice chase down there. One of the longer haul days, and it was good. It also kind of worked out perfectly because storms on that chase kind of squalled out really fast, so we were home by like 8-9 p.m. I was in bed at a good time. Usually that doesn't happen. Has an interesting look. It's not looking too crazy. It's enough where it has an interesting appearance. It's one of those things where you scratch your head at it a little bit and go, what are you thinking out there? And then we have a couple other little cells behind it that might be a play later in the evening if they continue to develop. Which as of right now, they've been struggling. So we'll see. See what happens. Chase alone, you find using maps and also watching radar frustrating. Is there anything out there that functions like a live map/GPS and radar app at the same time? I like to use radar scope when I'm chasing. That's kind of my go-to radar app. Just kind of, it gives me some general mapping information, and then I just kind of route my way through with GPS. So even if I don't have the map pulled up, I get the notifications of when I need to turn. That's what I do. Like, anytime I come to a stop when I'm storm chasing, like when I'm in front of a storm, the very first thing before I pull out a camera or anything like that, is I look at the radar, I look at my GPS, and I route it. Right away I figure out what route I want to take for my next move. Like say I'm like with the case of Lewistown in 2023 with that supercell, what I did was that supercell was cruising at like 55 miles an hour and produced a few tornadoes, and I was in the spot where I was downstream of some of those tornadoes and I didn't know exactly where they were going. So the very first thing I did when I got to that storm, my immediate reaction, because I was downstream of the tornado producing region of that supercell, is I put my escape route into the GPS right away. The very first thing I did, because I knew that storm had some teeth to it. If I was in a bad situation, I was gonna have to move out of the way pretty quick. So very first thing I always do is, before I get out my cameras or anything like that, I look at the storm, look at where it's going, kind of what I'm seeing with my eyes. Then I look at radar. Eyes first, radar second. That's what I do. Trust your eyes more than the radar. The radar's farther behind. I compare with what I'm seeing to the radar, and then from that, I decide, okay, here's where I need to go for my next move. And then I plug that route into Google Maps right away. Just because you don't have to have Google Maps open the whole time, and it'll route you to wherever you need to go. That's how I do things. In the future, I do have my computer in the back seat. That's what I use to run the live stream. And what I would like to do is get a bigger monitor up here so I can split screen it between the live stream, like the controls for the live stream, and then on the other side of the screen I can have a little radar display and a mapping display. Just so it's a little bit easier, so I can have them both up at the same time. I kind of have that right now. To run the radar graphic, I have to have Radar Omega running at all times, so I have a second phone here that's just running Radar Omega all the time. That's its only job. So, but at some point it would be nice to kind of consolidate that into one centralized device. That's kind of what I want to do with having a bigger monitor in here at some point, but that's a future endeavor. Speaking of the Radar Omega phone, it just fell onto the floor, so oh well, it's not really an essential piece of equipment. I can live down there. So it does run the hotspot for the computer. Sitting on the center console there. So it's out of the way. Fix that later. Very helpful. Glad I can help out anytime. Always happy to help out a fellow weather enthusiast. I wonder if they're going to put out any other statements for the rest of this line. It wouldn't shock me if they do, but we'll see. Up towards Sun Prairie, and then we're just gonna try to pick off those storms kind of down the line as they work their way through. Still got probably another 30 minutes before we're there, but no. Is Google Maps gonna open for me? Yes, it will. I also think at some point I need to get a bigger control panel for the live stream. All my little pre-programmed buttons for like the cameras and whatnot. I have some other ideas for cameras that I want to do in the future, like having a face cam up here so you guys can see me, something like that, but I don't have enough buttons. I need more buttons if I were to do all that, because I like having it all pre-programmed. So I don't have to take my eyes off the road. All I have to do is hit a button and it's good to go. That's another future project. That's probably a next year thing, along with the bigger monitor. Yeah, a lot of stuff I want to do with the live stream. This is just kind of the start of everything. Sure is a bad day in Wisconsin. Yes, it is. That is an accurate description of today. Very meh. We're just kind of checking out a little line of storms farther to the west. Yeah, Illinois has been popping off today. Southern Illinois and Indiana were probably the place to be, but I don't have the time this week to make the trip down there, unfortunately. In the future, there's another setup like that, and I have the time where I can make it down and back. Absolutely, I'd send it, but just don't have enough time this go around. Gotta be up bright and early tomorrow morning, and I'd like to get some sleep. As much as I love those long haul chases, they are tiring. Absolutely. And for me, with a day like tomorrow where I have to be out the door early, just hard to justify that. We got Mark in here. How's it going, Mark? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. We're making our way towards a little baby line of storms. That's to our west right now. Am I going straight? Yes, I am. We're good. Yeah, we're heading towards a little baby line of storms kind of just to the west of Madison right now. It's in an interesting environment where there are little areas in the line where it is rotating because we have tons of wind shear out here today. I don't think they're really going to do much tornado-wise, but something where it's close to home, I'm like, I'm going to go check that out. Because it's always the days where you don't go and check something out that some random weather event happens. Do I think today will be that day? No. I think more likely than not we see nothing. But close to home, got nothing going on, might as well take the trip and check it out. Say too much wind shear. Actually, yes, that is the problem with today. There is too much wind shear. These storms keep tearing themselves apart because there's so much wind shear. They can't organize. If we had a little less wind shear, we might have a more robust event, but with how little instability there is compared to just the mountains and mountains of wind shear that we have, these storms are having a hard time holding their updrafts together because they go up and then they just get torn apart. But when you have more of an organized line like we have with multiple updrafts, then okay, you might have more of a chance at something. In fact, I think we're starting to see that line in front of us there, off over the that way distant tree line. I wonder if I can zoom in there. You guys might be able to see it. It's way out there. That's kind of where we're headed. See what we get. Most likely, we get nothing. Best case scenario, we get some pretty storm structure. Notice how I'm not saying the T word, because I just don't think that is going to be in our cards today. It might surprise me. Might try to pull a fast one on us, but not buying the T word yet. So we have this is one of the situations where I really like having Starlink because I'm looking at my little connection monitor here so I can see my internet speeds, and we have no cellular data here, so the stream right now is just Starlink. So with the old streaming setup, this would have been a dead zone where you guys aren't seeing anything. But now, with all this new stuff, no dead zone here. Starlink's pulling the weight. We also have a little bit of sun. That might help with instability. Hasn't been out for too long, so I doubt it, but it might help cook up something. Is funky. There's all these little mini supercells embedded in this line. So interesting to see. Kind of reminds me of something we'd see in like the fall. Generally with these kind of low cape, high shear setups. This kind of something you see more with the fall. I mean, it's not surprising that we're seeing it in early spring because cold air is leaving, warm air is working its way in. But interesting to see. It reminds me a lot of some of the fall setups we've chased. The sneaky fall setups. Here's our turn. This will take us up to the storm. We're near Madison right now. It's kind of to the west, or to the east. We're just a couple miles from our storm. Or a line of storms. I'm sure if I go to the roof camp, see that dark base. You can kind of see the dark base of our storm kind of over that bluff. Or behind that bluff a little bit. This thing's still moving northeast, or is it kind of tracking our way? Yeah, it's still northeast. It's moving into Madison, so we'll probably catch it on the other side. On the other side of Madison. Yeah, you can kind of see it out there. Those darker clouds. girls out here to watch this thing. And we're back in the valley. Where are we headed? I'll be taking a right. Coming? Nope, we're good. Cool. Cooking. I can hear its fans up. Would like to get closer to that storm. The problem is it's going through Madison right now. Can't really chase through there. Once we get to Sun Prairie and we can get towards that northeast road towards Columbus, we'll have a much better time keeping up with it. And we can get to that interstate and just kind of cruise with right underneath it, see what it's doing. Making our way through the woods of our signal connection. But as I was saying before the signal went out, I think Sun Prairie, I'm not really seeing much of a tornado risk. If there were any tornado risk, it's very, very low. It's in that 2%. Well, we're closing on it. Probably up here somewhere we can find somewhere to stop and watch this thing for a little bit before we have to get moving again. See if we can find a field or something up here. I think it opens up. We'll take that north turn out of town, and then we'll set up and watch this for a few minutes. This little cell. I would like to get closer to it, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that quite yet. So or is anything really firing out west? Not really. Storms out west are kind of struggling. This might be our only play. Get on this north road out of town, and we'll find like a field or something, just kind of watch this thing for a little bit, see what it's doing. And we'll track with it northeastward, and maybe we'll see if anything else develops, but kind of getting later in the day. I'm not really expecting much else to form. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Cottage Grove, Wisconsin. If there are any Cottage Grove viewers in the chat, I'm in your backyard. And then we'll take this north and find a field or something out here to kind of watch this thing roll through. Go by. Oh, we're green. We're good. Alright, we got Inverted in the chat. How's it going, Inverted? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to a little local day of chasing. Hop on the Beltline and take the interstate. We're right around there. I might do that. But I kind of want to stay in the country just so I can stop and observe more efficiently. Wonder if I can go to the roof camera here. Maybe that'll show you guys something. Maybe the stream deck doesn't work for some reason. Just to our left. See those dark skies. You can see the dark skies out there. That's what we're looking at. They're kind of murky, gray. You can see a little bit of an inflow. Something trying to go on down there. I'm curious about that. Let's keep moving. Let's keep on going. This has me interested. has me intrigued. Let's get north of town here. Out towards the countryside a bit. We'll see what this thing's thinking. A lot of roundabouts to get through, though. Get through all these roundabouts first, and then we'll find somewhere. All right, let's find a little. See if we can find a hill, ideally. Weather enthusiast Jess is in here. How's it going? Glad to see you. Welcome to the stream. We're enjoying a little baby thunderstorms going up here. Now we're in a good spot to see this. Now we're in a better spot. Let's find a field or something to pull off in. Is there any like farm roads or something we can go down to watch this thing for a little bit? There's a little farm road or something we might be able to use up here. based. Get out of these trees. I just want a clear view, bro. Of course, the one spot where we had like a clearing to see the sky, there was nowhere to pull over. Alright, let's see if we can find somewhere up here to stop. Opening anywhere? Oh, here, that isn't hilly. Maybe we can... Right here. Good. See if I can get some if we go this way. Bumpy road. Very bumpy road. This way. Yeah, this looks like a good opening. Right back in here. About that. That would be good. Backing off the road a little bit towards this field. See what we get. Alright, let's back up right about here. There we go. Okay. I just want to figure out a game plan here. This storm's kind of on the way out. There's another one farther to the south back where we were. And there's a couple little guys trying to pop out west. That might be something later on. I think right now these are our only play. Honestly, what I'm tempted to do is just kind of go east a little bit. Just try to find a better clearing where we're not so close to Sun Prairie. Maybe that can be something we can do. One of these roads out here, maybe. I'm just going to plug Marshall into the GPS, I think, and go from there. That area is pretty open. And also our storm is kind of tracking right that way, so we'll be kind of tracking with it. We got Bill in here, we got Jordan in here. We got all sorts of Wisconsin people in here. Jordan's watching these same storms from the southwest near Evansville. Yeah, I'm up near, well, obviously, as you can see, I'm up near Madison, kind of ahead of them a little bit. Watching them from there. They looked interesting when I was first coming up on them. We had a little bit of a lowered kind of inflow tail, but it was already kind of on its way out. So I'm just gonna go east for a ways and just kind of see what happens. That's my game plan. And who knows, maybe those storms farther to the west will bubble up and maybe get interesting later, but I think more storms like this is going to be the trend. Kind of more stratiform, high-based. Maybe some brief attempts to get surface base, but I think they're really going to struggle just because we don't have a whole lot of instability out here. Better instability is out west, so those ones might have a better chance as they work their way in. But you can see, even though this is kind of this storm on its way out, you can still see some of the dynamics out play where that gray area of cloud that's kind of over us right now is the storm's base, and then behind it, that kind of clearer air that looks a little misty, that's the storm's precipitation. So we have this area that we're under right now that's sucking in all that, the lack of fuel that's out here, and then raining it down further to the north. Just get ahead of this. We got Grayson in here. Found me from my radar. Joined Severe Studios, so you'll be seeing my live streams on my radar now, since they also go through that. So, glad you can make it to the stream. Glad you can find me. Also, a little fun fact about my car. My rear windshield wiper is incredibly broken. So anytime I turn the windshield wiper on, it doesn't wipe the glass. It wipes the bottom, on the metal of the actual trunk door. Just something funny. Something silly that happened to the car recently. I think it happened on our last Illinois chase. When we got in those high winds, I think a corn stalk hit the windshield wiper and broke it. Yep, I have it set so it's paired with my spotter network. So when I have my spotter network on and I'm live streaming, it'll show me kind of what it's doing. Big hail damage. I didn't get any hail damage on our last chase. I did take flying corn stalk damage to the rear windshield wiper. My rear windshield wiper was taken out by a piece of airborne corn stalk on the last chase I went on through kind of near Bloomington, Illinois. We're gonna pause the mouse. We're gonna take a right here. looking at radar, these storms are very clearly on their way out, which I'm not surprised. That's kind of what I was expecting from today. But it's pretty though. Always pretty to get out there and just kind of see what the weather's doing. Can't complain, especially since we're not far from home. Getting some rain here. Like if we're behind these storms. We have clear air out there. Might look prettier. Get some of the more puffy cumulus. Don't need the wipers going that fast. Turn those down. Used to live in Marshall. We got a big tornado last year. I remember that day. That was what, June 22nd? I was playing further south. I was chasing the Argyle tornado. I saw that one, and then I came into Janesville, Wisconsin. connection out here is a little spotty. Might find somewhere to stop up here and just kind of take a look. Just see what this thing's doing. If we can find a farm road to pull off at. Dippy-doo, probably outflow over there, but interesting. Day so far for me. Find somewhere to stop and we can take a look at this for a few minutes. See what we got. Somewhere to stop up here, but it's all like driveways to people's houses. Be able to pull off up here. This looks like a good spot. Pull off the side here. Without sinking into the mud, because it is very slimy. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, there's kind of what our storm looks like over there. Little lower, but still nothing crazy. Probably just from outflow getting kicked out, but interesting to see. Yeah, just outflowy. And I'm curious about those other cells farther to the south, but they don't look super impressive. Let's see, I want to get out. Let's see. Alright. That cell in far northwest Illinois looks promising. Yeah, that's what I have my eye on. I think that might be my my next play once it kind of works its way farther north. Let's get out and see what it is. That's what it is. Scuddy fingers hanging down, but nothing impressive. Let's get the car here. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, it's been pretty persistent for such a marginal storm. Obviously, it's not really doing much because it's in a stable environment. It's not really able to grab onto any of those surface conditions, but still fun to see. See what those storms kind of farther down are looking like. Yeah, they don't look much better than the one we're on. Fun shelf cloud, though. Doesn't hurt to see a shelf cloud. Before we get moving, I want to make sure my the cell booster is on. Just turn the cell booster on, so hopefully that helps the connection a little bit. How many tornadoes have I seen? I have seen 11 tornadoes. That's my tornado count. Strongest was a EF3 that I saw in 2023. Kind of tempted to just find like a field, a better field where we're not on a main road somewhere, and just kind of observe this for a couple more minutes. Honestly, I'm tempted, why don't we double back, maybe? That might be a play. Kind of just take a step back and watch this thing go. And maybe we can start moving south towards those other little cells. Let this car go by. It is very mucky. I'm trying to keep my wheels on the gravel a bit so we don't sink into the mud, because it is muddy. Flip around. Go. Here comes the rain. We might get a rainbow. We might do a rainbow intercept. We might get a rainbow out here. Sun's finally out. We're cooking a bit more. That might give those Illinois storms a bit more fuel. The question now is, will we get a rainbow? Pan. If there was going to be a rainbow, it's going to be to our left. That's all trees there right now. We'll wait till once we're further away. But it's cooking. I can feel the temperature rising. It's definitely getting warmer. Let's go this way. Oh, I see the rainbow. We do have a rainbow, guys. We have a rainbow to our left. Confirmed rainbow. We finally get across here. It's a very faint rainbow, but we have one. Check out those. The convection's getting much more crisp. It's not as wimpy as it was earlier. It has some more texture to it. Our updrafts look much sharper. Maybe our instability is finally arriving now that it's later in the day. Warm fronts, we've probably crossed the warm front at this point. More in the warm sector. So, probably a bit more fuel. very faint rainbow, but it's there. I don't know how well it's going to show up on stream. Okay, yeah, let's head south towards that storm. That one's starting to get its act together. I'm trying to think, what should I plug into my GPS? I think I'll plug in Milton. We'll head to Milton and get it down there. Got all sorts of little storms popping up. Switch back to our dash cam here. Check that thing out. It's pretty. That's such a funky looking storm. It almost looks supercellular. It's like a mini supercell. As a matter of fact, there's something up here that has my attention right in front of us. That is rapidly rising motion right there. Okay, maybe we stay on this storm for another minute, because that is looking very interesting right there. We might have to lock in here. Look at that, to the right of the road. It's rotating. Yep, she's spinning. Let's go get it. All right, guys, we got a area of rotation to the right of the road here. Near, where are we? We're just to the east of Pierceville. Let's keep with it. Gotten its act together a little bit here, eh? Let's get right under it. We're gonna lock in. We're gonna check that thing out. It's probably the last play on this storm, then we'll have to go south. I think it's just like latching on to whatever boundaries out here. radar, there's a little something, and that's what we're looking at right here. You got a stop sign up here. Check that out. I don't know how well it's going to show up on stream. So we're going to get up on it. I think we might find somewhere up here to pull off and watch it for a minute. If we can. If there is anywhere to pull off and watch it for a minute. That is definitely rotating in front of us. 100%. We need a road. We need an east road. Let me go south here, actually. Let's go north. Yeah, that storm farther south is going to be my next play, but it's hard to ignore what the storm we're on is doing right now. So we're going to keep with it for the time being. This road. Here for a quick second, just so I can point at it and get a shot. Yeah, it's kind of fizzled out now, but it was spinning right there. That was the closest attempt we've had today. The storm's still going strong. Let's stop up here briefly. I just want to... Can I get beyond these trees a little bit? Yeah, get up. Just a bit. We'll stop right here briefly. So yeah, there's definitely some little eddies that are swirling around this thing. It looks interesting here. Let me switch back to our dash cam. You can see this whole storm has just gone up into a mini supercell here. It's still got a little bit of spin to it. Nothing as pronounced as it was doing in front of us a second ago. It's enough where I'm that's what happens when you hit sitting right under a 130 knot jet. Check this out. We got a mini supercell now. Yeah, not nearly as interesting as what it was doing just a second ago, but it's still doing that, but farther to the north. We may have to go north. Yeah, this thing's taken me by surprise a little bit on what it's doing for how wimpy it is. Let's head up to Waterloo and we'll get to that main kind of east road. Yeah, let's head north. No one coming? Nope. Cool. Good. That's pretty awesome. Mini supercell goes from kind of nothing to interesting really quick there. It's still going at it up there. It is still going. Although, honestly, I'm tempted to make the plunge south to that Janesville cell. Just because it's in the better environment. Not yet. Not leaving this storm just yet after what it was just doing. Dash cam forward again. Yeah. Really low top, but it's a supercell now. We've gotten some instability here. And it's finally spinning. Making one last stand on this. Then we'll move to the new storm. Elevated again, but when it wasn't, it looked nice. Okay, we'll turn around and head down south to that new storm. Once I'll find somewhere to pull off up here, and we'll get locked in. I'm going to use this driveway here to turn around. Let me plug into my GPS where we're going. We are going to head towards... We're going to make our way south towards, let's see, where is this storm moving? We will probably catch it near Mangolia. Out here. Let's head that way. Alright, let's get ready to turn around. Well, that got interesting quickly. How about that? So sometimes on these kind of lower end severe weather days, some storms can do some sneaky little tricky things on you. Like that one, it was elevated let's make our way south, ladies and gents. Don't worry, when the connection goes out, I can see when it's not working. Appreciate the concern, but it's locked in. We got it. So when it goes out, it just fixes itself once the connection is up to speed again. So unfortunately, connection speeds out here aren't great. My windshield wiper is broken. I just tried to clean my back window. Oops. Channel taught me even tornadoes drink their vegetables. This is true. Especially in the Midwest, tornadoes love corn. Keep the bad weather from crossing the border. Retired Radio Ron, I have unfortunate news for you. The storm we're heading towards has crossed the Wisconsin border. We have several storms that have crossed the Wisconsin border. We're making our way towards one of them. When we get to our storm, I may have to do a brief code yellow out in a field somewhere. Help with the low-level instability. Do my part. Oh, buddy. Right away. All right. Storm out there at all. The sun is right in my eyes. I need to get a pair of prescription sunglasses so that, one, I'm not getting blinded by the sun, and two, I'm not blind because I don't have my normal glasses on and can't see. Alright, chat. We got some time to kill before we're on this new storm. So while we're making the road trip down, where's everyone watching from? I see we got quite a few Wisconsin folks in here, but I'm curious if anyone from out of state is tuned in. kind of see the top of our storm off to the right a little bit. Off over that away. We'll be there soon. Got Grace from New York. Should head to those storms in Rock counties. That's where I'm making my way towards right now. I am making my way south. We're gonna hop on the interstate and then we're gonna probably pick them up near Edgerton. And then we'll follow them northeast. They look nice. I mean, compared to what we've seen today, those are the most impressive storms of the day. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna do for us. How many tornadoes have I got? In total, throughout my years of chasing, my tornado count is at 11. I've seen 11 tornadoes. These storms are cruising too. Storms are moving 55 miles per hour, so they are gonna move fast. Luckily, there's some nice roads out there that kind of meander northeastwards that we can follow it on. Extend that special weather statement. Those cells look promising. There's 2 cells out there. Both of them kind of have the look. It'd be awesome if we could storm chase by plane. We'd get there much faster. Let's see. Can we get an opening in the traffic here? After this car, we should be able to. Yeah, we're good. Let's go. Alright. Yep, special weather statement has been extended towards the Stoughton area. We're just to the north of that special weather statement. We'll pick it up near Edgerton and follow it northeast from there. So we'll be there soon. We might have to core punch it because it's cruising. We can also take one of these farm roads and make a stair step eastward just to gain a little ground. But I think we should just be able to cruise south and get it. Especially once we hit the highway here. Actually, I don't even think our GPS has us taking the highway to get to it. FYI, I am 20 years old. I'm a youngin'. Good thing about all these back roads out here is the speed limit's 55, so you can just cruise down these. Fry special weather statement. It is a very slim special weather statement. Very, very narrow. These storms are really narrow. We are 18 minutes out. We are just barely ahead of this storm. But I believe we're going to beat it. Even if we don't. It's not like it's hailing in there. We can core punch. Not opposed to core punching this storm if we have to. If I go to our... if I go to the roof cam here... see it off over that way to our right. See the top of that storm. That's where we're headed. What, about 15 minutes out? Spots where we're going to lose connection, it's under those bridges. Because unfortunately, Starlink is satellite. And satellite does not like big concrete bridges sitting on top of it. Yeah, the storm has a nice look. A very nice look. That main highway that heads toward Evansville, we might be able to pick it up on there. First, let's worry about kind of getting down to it before we start figuring out how we want to play this thing, but that might be our move. Might be the move. Might be the move. Anyone coming? Nope. 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 We're good? Cool. Once we get out of this 35 mile an hour zone, we'll be good to pick up the pace again. You can see a big inflow band over there. Left. Or once we turn here, I'll show you guys. Okay. Where is our south turn? Here's our south turn. It's going to take us right to the storm. much more aggressive look than what we were just on. We just got to get south and out of the trees, back out into the fields. Guys, game on. Game on, ladies and gentlemen. Game on. This is the part where we lock in. We're almost there. We're so close. So close. We're gonna have a view of this thing like any minute now. And it looks pretty good. Even if that northern one doesn't do it, that southern one also looks good. Even the one heading towards the north of Madison really has a pronounced hook. Where are you taking me? Finally out in the country again. Let's see, we got 14 people in here. 13. If you guys are enjoying the stream and you're new here, would really support the channel if you guys would like and subscribe, because we're one of the very few people who stream Wisconsin severe weather events regularly, especially the lower end ones that people like to write off. Those are kind of my favorite ones to get out and chase, like we have today. So if you guys are liking the stream, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. Helps me improve these live streams so I can keep making them better, and you guys can have a better experience getting to tag along and enjoy these storms. How old am I? You're in the bathroom? I am 20. I'm 20 years old. To getting on the storm. So close to getting on it. This one might be on its way out. It may be the tail end one behind it. That might be our play. good. Keep on moving. Is that who I think it is behind us? Is that? No way. That's who I think it is behind us. I recognize that car and that. Is that who I think it is? I can't tell. I feel like I'm going crazy. I think it might be. Not too sure. No, it's not. Never mind. I think I'm wrong. Nah, never mind. I thought that was someone I knew behind me. That's just some rando. Wall clouds southwest of Evansville. I'm heading that way. Don't worry, guys. We're heading that way. We will be there. Whatever this storm does, we're going to be on it. I can already see it. Right. See our A wall cloud. Let this person go by here. The storm's going through a merger right now. And we have a wall cloud. We have a wall cloud to our right. There's a wall cloud out there. I think the main show is going to be farther south though, so that's where I'm trying to get. If we keep going straight here. Let's see. No trains coming? We're good. Yeah, you can see our wall cloud to our right. However, I think the main show is going to be that one farther south. Definitely an aggressive storm, but this one looks elevated. That cell back behind it will most likely be our play. We just gotta wait for traffic. There we go. All right, let's get going. Oh yeah, it's really starting to get a good hook on it. Right here, guys. We are right where we need to be. Especially since this north one is kind of getting interfered with by the one back behind it. I just think going a little further south is going to be our move. Fortunately, we're not far from it. Yeah, look at that. Pretty good. Pretty good. Good time too. Yeah, you can see how there's that big gray mass to the left, our storm's base, which is to the right a little with this storm as it's heading through Evansville. That's where we're probably going to catch it. And we're not far from there. Very close to where we need. If you are downstream of this storm, if you are near Edgerton, Stoughton, Evansville, kind of that area, from probably between Cambridge and Edgerton, you're going to want to start paying attention, because this storm, I mean, you're seeing it here live on stream. It's got a really aggressive look to it, and on radar it looks pretty aggressive too. So if there was any storm in Wisconsin that was going to pose an immediate tornado risk, probably within the next hour, it's going to be these. So, not saying you have to take your tornado safety precautions quite yet, but be aware, these storms, they have the potential. This is the real deal. South option up here that we're going to take, just so we don't punch the core and then come out right under the base. Oh man, look at that storm. Wow, that is looking insane over there. Check out how sculpted that is. Pretty crazy looking. We're getting bug splatters on the windshield. Some of those away. Yeah, that's pretty nuts. We're gonna take it south up here. Alright guys, we are moving in to intercept this thing. It's still kind of cycling a little bit, it looks like. We do now have a severe thunderstorm warning with that tornado possible tag. And 60-mile-per-hour winds. Yeah. This storm is a full-blown supercell now. This is the storm of the day. For Wisconsin, at least. Where's our south option? We need a south road. We need a south. We gotta go south here. Yeah. This one up here is elevated. The one farther down, really low. Really, really low. It's got a nice, pronounced wall cloud on it. Let's see. There's no one coming. No, we're good. I'm gonna head down one of these back roads here and try to get it. Downstream of this thing a ways. No one coming. we're right in its path here. If they were to put something down, it's coming right for us. This road is not great. Switch to our dome here so you guys can get a better look. Yeah, look at that. Absolutely wild. Absolutely insane storm. Watch these crossroads. Yeah, we're good. Good. Gonna keep moving south a little bit. Just so that we're not right in the way of this thing. I'm gonna submit a wall cloud report as well. I know there was already one reported, but I'm gonna submit a second one. Rotating wall cloud approximately 3 miles southwest of this position. Rotating wall cloud approximately 3 miles southwest of this position. Alright, we got a wall cloud report out. We're good. At this point, we can try to find somewhere to stop. I wonder where this, hop on this road, this main road here, go into it. Okay, we're good. Switch back to our dash cam here. Yeah, check that out. Super aggressive look. That is as mean as supercells get. It is still cycling, so it's kind of going through the motions right now, but could be getting ready to do something here soon. I kind of want to find a spot to stay on this road, just because we do have, this does provide us with a good escape route if need be. I mean, this road goes straight east for a while, so if we can find somewhere, I think we'll be good. Oh man. At all. It does still look elevated right now, but I think that might just be because it's kind of cycling at the moment. So I might find somewhere to pull off. We'll keep going up a little bit. We'll keep moving up. I just kind of, I want to find somewhere that's not in all these trees as much. How about this right here? Where does this go? Is this a road? Is this a road? That is right away, just so that when it comes time to move, we're proactive about it. Yeah, it's not looking super tornado-y at the moment, but it has a nice look. Absolutely. Get a tweet out really quickly. And also attach my the link to the stream. Yeah, this storm's over Evansville right now. Yeah, we got Mr. Bikini's in here, we got Landon in here. How's it going, guys? Yeah, we got a beautiful mini supercell here. It's not looking too tornado-y at the moment, but it was earlier. Let me get a tornado warning. Our storm is now tornado warned. We have a tornado warning now for Evansville. Tornado warning for Evansville. This is the storm that we're on right now. Check out that structure. That is insane. Get my tweet out here. I'm gonna get out and get just one quick photo. And also put up the 360 camera, maybe, if we have time. Wow. We're gonna get locked in here to follow this. Get my side window camera ready in case we need it. But we're locked and loaded. All set, all set. Okay, we are going to keep with this thing for a little bit. Let's get turned around and start moving off to the northeast with it. Yeah, this storm is tornado warned. Might have a new base starting to develop farther back. Looks like this cycle didn't do anything, but we're just gonna get way out ahead of it. Where's somewhere that we can go? I believe we're gonna head to Kushkanong. All right, guys, we're gonna get moving and get back ahead of this thing. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Because as far as I know, we're the only people live on this. So, let's keep moving. Let's keep the chase going. Yeah, sirens are going off here in Evansville. We had some sirens. Is anyone coming? Nope, nope. We're good. I'm gonna turn around right here. No one's coming. No one's coming. No one's coming. We have this whole road to ourselves and a beautiful LP supercell. That's pretty good. That doesn't usually happen. All right, let's switch to our dome camera here so you guys can see this storm. But man, it is a beauty. Here's our area of interest. It's off over this way. It's not really doing anything right now, but it's interesting, as the name area of interest implies. That's the spot we're looking at. If there were to be a tornado, that's where it's going to come down. I don't see anything in there that's going to really, that's screaming imminent at me, but it's looking crazy. Apparently there was a funnel on it. We might have a funnel back in there somewhere. Back in the rain, maybe. See any funnel clouds right now, but it definitely has the look. I mean, if there was any storm in Wisconsin that was going to be some the one. All right, let's see where Google Maps is taking me here. Might try to hop north on towards 59 there. Yeah. Big, mean storm here in southern Wisconsin. You're seeing it here live. Yeah, if you guys know anyone in the path of this storm, this thing just went through Evansville and is continuing northeastward. So if you know anyone in the path of this storm, share this stream with them so they can see it and know what's heading their way. It's heading towards Edgerton right now. Good kind of bowl lowering in there. I'm tempted to move north and get close for that. road and get closer. Helicoptering. I have my window open right now, so I'm sure it's pretty windy. I'm just trying to get some video of this thing. Let's see, where's our north turn? Where's our north turn? Here it is. It's gonna take us north to it. Head north, get up on it. Switch to our dash camera here. My window is opening on me again. Oh, close window. See no one coming. Switch to our dash cam. We're good, we're good, cool. All right, let's go get close. Let's go up, let's get up on this thing. There's the area of interest right in front of us. Right there. Might have a little, looks like something on the right maybe? It's hard to tell. Very hard to tell. Surprised we're not seeing anyone. Oh, there's someone out on the street enjoying the storm. They're watching it right now. Alright, let's get on this north road. I just want to get, we have to cross a river and go past a lake that's gonna give us no view for a while. Check out how fast that's surging up there. Yeah, we definitely have some pretty fast rotation in front of us. It's rotating really fast. Alright. It's pretty. It's a very pretty storm, that's for sure. The storm's gorgeous, wow. A nice golden hour sunlight mixing in there. Pretty elevated, which is good for this town that we're coming through. I wouldn't be surprised if this storm is on its way out, because on radar it just doesn't look nearly as impressive as it did a few minutes ago. Yeah. you guys are liking the stream, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button as well while you're here, because we're the only ones live on this thing. Supports the channel and helps me bring these storms to you. Some type of kind of dippy-doo lowering hanging down. I don't think it's rotating. Whatever that lowering is it rotating? I can't tell, just because we're moving. That might be a funnel, or an attempt at one. I do got a camera on it, don't worry. My side window camera's on it right now. But man, if I pan the camera up, if I pan the roof camera up, I mean, just look at how small this storm is. It's tiny. It's like a itty bitty supercell. It's a mini supercell, that's why, but it's so cool to see. Coming. We're good. Yeah, really pretty mini supercell. Absolutely gorgeous. Switch back to our dash cam here. Man, just look up at it. Wow, that is insane. Absolutely wild. Point the GoPro at it for a minute. That is nuts! Holy cow! Going straight here. That is just wild. Camera back. That is just nuts. Look at how small that storm is. Absolutely insane. Wow. That's gorgeous. All right. Take this road. Right here. Switch back to our dash cam for now. But man, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy to see. These mini supercells always put on a good show. And yeah, we got it today. Absolutely got it today. No one coming. Nope, nope, we're good. My gosh. That is gorgeous. So wild. That thing is beautiful. That is without a doubt, one of the prettiest storms I've seen. That should have dropped the tornado warning on this, I believe. Yeah, it's no longer tornado warned. Back to just a special weather statement. I believe this supercell is on its way out, but wow, really pretty. We'll track with it for a little while. Man, not bad at all. Wow, really awesome. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. This storm is no longer tornado warned. It is elevated. As you can see, it's not as low to the ground as we had a few minutes ago. Here, if I pan the camera down, I mean, we're a bit behind the trees right now, so it's hard to see the bottom of the storm, but this storm is no longer as elevated as it was, or no longer as low as it was. It's much more elevated now. The base, that means that the bottom of our storm, where our tornado would be, is higher up into the sky, which just lowers the tornado chance overall. But, wow, just look at that thing. Across this river. But we do have to cross the river for a little bit, and then we'll try to zigzag our way back north, and then we'll probably just set up and watch this for a while as it moves off to the northeast. Because unfortunately we're too far south to get that northern supercell, but we do have this one, so might as well get it while we have it. That's pretty wild. Look at that. Pretty wild. Man. Doesn't get much better than that. Alright. Let's get across this river here, and we'll kind of work our way north back to it. We'll go to, I think we're going to go to Fort Atkinson and head kind of northeast from there. Yeah, there we go. We'll follow this thing for a while. I'm sorry. Gotta move the camera with it. There it is off over there. There's our storm. biggest tornado outbreak I've experienced? That is a tough one. Probably April 4th of 2023. I saw 3 tornadoes that day. That's been my most tornadoes in a day so far. I do love that I have this roof camera now so I can keep showing you guys the storm. Just a rain shower now. Yep. It's elevated now. She's on her way out. Kind of gusted apart here. But when it was surface-based briefly and had that tornado warning, man, that was a nice one. We got a super chat. What do we got? JJ, awesome stream. Thank you, JJ. I really appreciate the support, the super chat. Can we get some WJJs in chat? Really appreciate your guys' support today. It means a lot. Especially since we're the only ones live streaming up here. I mean, we had this whole thing to ourselves. You guys got a front row seat. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. All right, Google Maps, guide me here. Where are we headed? All right, we're taking this road. Going to take a left here. This is going to be our road to track with this thing for a while. Man, that is gorgeous. Storm up near Dane might be trying something. Unfortunately, we're too far south to go get it, but interesting to see. I might just plug Oconomowoc into the GPS so we can follow it there and maybe watch it recede over the lake. Really having a hard time getting surface-based again. I think the storm farther to the north of Madison might have a chance. That might be the next one, but we're just too far south to catch up with that one. So this is our only play here. So we're just going to have fun with it. Cruise alongside the storm. This thing. My friend Jordan had one earlier when it was tornado warned. Man. 50% day, nice LP supercell, kind of cruising mostly through the open fields. Did come a little close to town, but it didn't really cause any damage. That's a W in my book. That's a W day. That's a reason for celebration. I think that means we're gonna have to get Culvers at some point tonight. Here, no one coming. Nope, we're good. All right, we'll get on this main kind of highway here and follow it north for a little bit. Try to get back up to it. Pretty sure it's, yeah, that thing's way elevated. Way elevated. Try to get back up to it, but I think we're this storm is pretty much done, and we don't really have anything else out there. No other storms that we can get to. Yeah, that northern storm, like I said, that northern one north of Madison is tornado warned now. It's probably going through the same motions this one is, or was. Yeah, we're just gonna stay on this highway for a while. Storm north of Madison is now tornado warned. So, from, where is that? Dane, Columbus, and Rio, that is kind of where this tornado warning is. So if you're in that kind of triangle, you need to start paying attention. Because this thing could be getting ready to do something here over the next few minutes. Chicken's on the tornado warn storm. Don't see a tornado. I don't think it's on the ground right now, but it definitely has that potential. So you're gonna want to, if you're in that tornado warning, you're in it for a reason. So you're definitely gonna want to be in your safe place. You know, lowest floor, as many walls between you and the outside, preferably a basement. Tornado may not be on the ground, but with how much it's rotating, one could be imminent. So, gonna want to be in your safe spot. So at least probably for the next, how long does that warning go for? going to try to get up to that northern storm. I don't think I'm going to get there, though, because we're an hour away. And that storm is going to be in Beaver Dam in an hour. We'll give it a whirl, though. See what we get. Might as well. Shaw's on a nice supercell. Daniel Shaw is the man. Doesn't surprise me. He's on everything. Top of that northern storm off over the trees straight in front of us. times the storm. Chance we can get to it. Not a high chance, but a chance.
Radio Ron is heading out. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good evening.
We're almost there. Making our way. We got, how far are we? 30 minutes from that storm still? Yeah, we're going to be coming through Beaver Dam at the same time as that storm. And if we have to, we can always make a eastward jog at the last minute. Of course, this person's going way under the speed limit. Skies to our right look really cool. Look at that storm. That's what, over just north of Oconomowoc right now? It's really pretty. Very, very pretty. Big tornado on the ground in Arkansas right now. I haven't seen any of the photos of anything going on down there because I've been driving all day. I know they had the high risk down there. It wouldn't surprise me if there's some really nasty storms down in Arkansas. Could this get to the Green Bay area? I don't think so. Everything's kind of been one and done. These storms, they form, they kind of do their thing for maybe 30 minutes to an hour or so, and then they start to die out. So I do not think at least the storm that I'm on is going to get to the Green Bay area. I know there is one storm near Westfield that might get there, but the storms that we're on further south are not going to make it there.
our new storm over there. That's what we're headed towards. Still has a severe thunderstorm warning on it. I'm sure that tornado warning is going to be expiring in the next few minutes here. Or they might extend it, because there is still a good velocity couplet. Yeah, the sun is just blasting in here. Storm. That tornado warning has expired on it. Not surprised. May get reissued, but it looks like it's kind of on its way out. I think that's the trend with all these storms. Base of it from here, and it's really high up. Honestly, once we get up to it, I honestly might stay back from that storm a little bit instead of a time lapse, because it's really pretty, a really pretty low top supercell. Still got a nice base on it though. I'm sure we're gonna have a structure fest once we're up underneath it. Soon. Actually, if I switch to the dome camera and send it all the way over to the left, you should be able to see it. Yeah, that's our new storm that we're heading towards. Heading towards Beaver Dam. gorgeous from here, how far away we are. Those storms to our east look like they're about to go through a merger. And if that happens, I want to be there to see it. So we will head that way. To our east, they look nice, but I think we're just too far away from them. It's going to take us probably 30-40 minutes to get there, and by the time that happens, they're already going to be nearing the lakeshore. The storm near Beaver Dam, it's tiny and fizzling, but we're closer to it. Wow, look at the skies to our right now. Starting to go down. play of the day. Just because storms are starting to fizzle out, we're losing light. So we'll make a stand on this and probably call it a day after that.
It's really pretty though, still. I mean, we're still pretty far from it, but it still has a really gorgeous look.
Lost a lens cap somewhere. Our approach on this storm. With the sunset. We are making our way through Juneau, Wisconsin. Where's our turn? I believe we're turning right here. Yep. This person go through. We're good. Check out the quick trip behind us, illuminated with the storm. The magic land with the magical skies. Quick trip. Not an ad. Once once we find a field or something to watch this thing at, I'm gonna have to do a code yellow. Get out into the countryside and we'll enjoy this storm for a while. The end of it is dying. Make for a good time lapse. That might be the plan. Get up on one of these hills and time lapse it. Airport. It's one of my favorite spots to chase storms. I chased another mini supercell here last season. I wish we would have known we were coming past the airport. There's a little road up here that I know about that we can pull off at. But, oh well, we'll keep going up. It's pretty open up here. Pretty open. Good for that somewhere. Okay, if we may take this one. Actually, let's try this one. Let's try this little road here. We'll find somewhere to set up a time lapse and kick back and enjoy the show for a little while. All right. Let's get out of these trees first. Any hill will suffice. Grove of trees here. This might be good. Get up here.
then we can face that pretty storm off that way. Not too bad. This one pointed that way a bit more. Hello. Yes, I am.
Well, I was wondering if you were a storm chaser or Google Street View.
Nope, storm chaser.
Anything going on right now?
We had a tornado warning down near Evansville about an hour ago, but things are quieting down.
I was in Watertown waiting for that to come at me, and then it canceled that, and I just told that one over there. But that canceled, and I might have flipped a semi, but I wasn't sure. So,
Oh.
so you go by like, maybe I'm gonna follow you, chase the storm to see where you're gonna go.
Yeah, I'm just setting up here to get some time lapses of these storms so they kind of move off, because it seems like things are just kind of quieting down for now.
Nice,
So
nice. Where are you from?
I'm from Oconomowoc, so
I'm in Chris.
not too far.
Watertown.
Nice to meet you.
Nice. You do this a lot?
Pretty often as I can.
Nice.
So it's a fun time.
Yeah, nothing else going on tonight, though, you think? Not up this way?
No, I don't think so. I think things are pretty much done. I think it was a one and done type thing. These storms go up, they do their thing for an hour, and that's it.
I saw a double rainbow, that was it.
Yeah, I saw a rainbow at the very start of the day. So
You ever take people with you to go storm chasing?
no, usually I'm solo. Sometimes my dad comes with me though.
Can I join you one day if we get it?
Maybe.
Give me my number.
All right. Twitter or something I could follow you at?
Twitter? Yes.
Follow you there. Okay, sounds good.
Chris O'Brien. 7.
All one word.
Yeah, O'Brien.
This one you?
Yeah, that's me.
Sounds good.
What's yours?
My name is Charlie.
Okay, cool. Thanks, John.
That's me.
Yeah, here. Give me,
It's not a nonprofit.
this one.
Appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
What do you got, radar or what else?
This is Starlink. We have a little camera under the dome there, and then this is just a cell booster.
That's a cell boost?
Yeah, and then it all feeds into the computer in the back seat, and then I can pretty much live stream from anywhere. So,
Wow, nice.
streaming it right now.
You must have gone out west and everywhere, done some of this before.
Me and my dad went out west a couple years ago, back in 2023.
Okay.
So I haven't been out west since, but this year I'm going to try to get out.
What's the biggest tornado you've seen?
An EF3 down near, you know the Lewistown tornado?
No.
Okay. Well, that was an EF3 that hit down in Illinois a couple years ago.
Gotcha. I moved here at 17, but then back and forth being in Connecticut. I've been to F0s in Connecticut and all places. Same, almost the same place, about a quarter mile apart, 14 years apart.
That sounds about like Connecticut chasing, because it's so small, everything's right next to each other.
But it's always the same place.
Yeah.
My town has 7 in like 50 years.
Awesome.
Anyway, I don't want to hold you up.
No, you're all good.
Oh, are you filming right? All right, good.
No, I'm not filming.
Oh,
I'm about to set something up. End of the day, might as well just
enjoy it.
kick back and enjoy it for a few minutes.
Yeah, no, the sun's so beautiful. Up in the clouds, and then took a rainbow road, water down, and like, the only reason I really went for that is like, I'm in a duplex. The girl next door to me, she usually leaves her door unlocked so I can jump into our store basement if we use. She only have access to hers.
Yeah.
Her stupid freaking boyfriend got here like 10 minutes before the storm came. Like, hey, did you leave the door unlocked? I don't know. Me and him are like from me to you to the far end of your front bumper away. Like, is it unlocked? Well, I don't know. Do you want to check your door, see if it's unlocked for me? So I check it, it's locked. He unlocked it. Oh, my key's at the laundromat. Like, we'll go get it because the storm's gonna be here in 10 minutes. He's like, no. And then the neighbor on the other side, she's got a 17-year-old girl living over there. Can I jump in your basement? Like, oh, I have to check with my sister. Like, you got 5 minutes.
5 minutes to make it happen.
After I ring his bell for like 5 times, the doors are going, or dogs are going nuts. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, you're all good.
My neighbor issues.
Yeah, just saw a little. I was watching the models all morning, and it showed like little things popping up. I was like, I got nothing better to do tonight. Might as well just head out and check it out.
Which I thought was unusual. That's the meteorologist saying the same thing. Like, this is gonna be really small showers, but really difficult things, like really small isolated storms.
It's like this
tiny chance of something happening.
Yeah, and these storms are like, what, 2 miles wide? And
Something like that.
10 miles long?
I have a photo of it. It's like cumulus cloud, fun. That was it. It was probably one of the weirdest things I've ever seen.
Well, those are what the storms were like at night.
Yeah.
There was one day I was trying to leave my apartment to go to church at noon, and I was like, 10 I'm like, God, you don't care I'm late, right? I tried to turn the door on. I'm about to leave my apartment. It got jammed. I'm like, I'm kidding. So I'm taking a screwdriver, trying to pull it apart. My neighbor hears me. He's pulling apart from there, and then he runs away. I'm like, where are you going? From here to like that third telephone pole is a convenience store. Yeah. A tornado formed there to my apartment here.
A little close.
And I'm like, why did the sky just go dark? And I can see the wind on the eaves so I'm on the second floor of a glass shop. Yeah. Wind blowing this way here and that way on the other side of the parking lot. I'm like, freaking tornado. You can hear the roof trying to lift. Yeah. And someone in the building in front of me took a video of it. The high school's a mile away. Someone from out there took a video of it coming up and around the side of the high school. Took a porta potty up in there and around it. Yeah. A small tornado, but it made ABC News. Yes. It was a good video.
Video of the porta potty going over?
Yeah, that was it. One branch fell on one of the streets, and the police department got 191 call in a city of 14,000. No, there was no tornado yet until they saw the guy's video.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah, that'll do it. That's a tornado.
Yeah, me and my dad had a similar close encounter in Wyoming a couple years ago. We were like, it was like getting towards the end of the day, the storms had just formed into a big line. We're sitting there just like taking photos of the shelf cloud, and then that shelf, you can see this little bend. That little bend, you can see the clouds. Starting to do their thing, so we're like, okay.
How far were you from it?
Maybe half a mile. So we moved south to get out of the way, and we're filming it. And as we're filming it, going across this field, just this big clouded dust kicks up maybe 20 yards from us. So we were like, okay, we're a little close. So we moved farther away.
So the same thing, F0 almost.
Yeah, it was. It
almost a dust
totally
devil.
picked up. It did not.
Right. Why do they get any tornadoes? Or are they just not very well seen? Because nobody lives there.
Mainly in eastern Wyoming. Mainly just because it's out there. There's nothing. It's just wide open.
It's flatter.
And the tornadoes out there are so pretty because it's such high elevation. You don't need a whole lot of moisture to get them.
Okay. Yeah.
Really, one of my favorite places to chase, Wyoming.
Plus low damage fresh water.
There's nothing.
That's cool. Well, I keep seeing like, a little bando there, a little grayish.
Yeah.
It's kind of neat. It's black.
See those little like good clouds hanging down.
Yes, that's exactly it. I'm like, maybe, because this is going around the water, so I'm like, because I'm seeing the back side, I'm like, hey, is that something or is it not? It's not. That's right. They still have some, I gotta look at my National Weather Service if they're having any tornado spotter classes.
If you go to one, some of my photos are in there. So.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Nice.
The Evansville day.
Okay.
I was late to the tornado, but I got the structure out.
Evansville, Illinois, you said?
Wisconsin. Last year with the.
Oh, that was the day there were like 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah.
Nobody got killed. No one. I thought that was pretty amazing day. And that was the same day St. John the Baptist Church in Jefferson got hit by lightning on the feast of St. John the Baptist. Yep. Like, what are you trying to say, God? What are you trying to say? I called up the bishop's office. Like, hey, you got any comment on this? No comment.
It's like Back to the Future.
Yeah, right? Yeah. It's like, what's going on here? Nice.
Yeah. Alright, I'm probably going to have to head into town here. I got to use the bathroom. It was great meeting you. Hopefully I'll see you around below the storms again at some point.
Yep.
Have a good rest of your evening. That was awesome. Nice to meet that guy. Chris, I believe was his name. Yeah, Chris. All right, but with that, I think it's time for me to wrap things up for today. Storms are on their way out, and I am in desperate need of a bathroom break. So with that, let me pull up my YouTube studio here so I can talk with you guys. Alright, but with that, let's see, is it gonna work? Am I gonna get connected? Man, I gotta use the bathroom, so I might just go on the field, honestly. It's a code yellow. PDS bathroom need. Honestly, that might be the play here. I feel bad going next to this like busy road, but I don't know. Maybe we'll drive out into the country a bit more and do it out there. If YouTube will open. There we go. Now it's working. But yeah. Appreciate all you guys for tuning in for today. It was a really great chase, kind of a local marginal day. What was that? 2% tornado risk, and we managed to get on a beautiful supercell near Evansville and a couple other pretty storms throughout the day. So with that, I want to thank all you guys for tuning in today. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for all your support. It was really fun to get out and chase, and we'll be back again soon. Storm season's just getting started, so we are going to lock in. But yeah, appreciate all you guys. See you around. I gotta use the bathroom, so.